Hi, I'm Nadia, the Associate Curator of Contemporary Art at the CMA. Like many of you, I've been living and working in relative isolation from my home, and lately have been thinking about contemporary artists and how they're faring at this current time, and work that they're creating in response to the pandemic at this moment. Contemporary artist Liza Lou's sculpture, titled Continuous Smile, is in the permanent collection of the CMA. That work has been on my mind recently, not only because it's one of my favorite works in the collection, but because she's an artist who's embarked on a project in response to isolation called Apart Together. Recently, I had a chance to talk to Liza Lou about her work and practice from her Los Angeles home. I want to begin with the work in the CMA's collection so that you have a sense of it. The title is Continuous Smile, and Lou created it while living in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, with the help of many women beadworkers. The sculpture is composed of black glass beads sewn into ropes, which are then coiled into a cylindrical shape. The process of sewing the beads into a mile-long rope took 2 years for her and the team of artisans to complete. The effect of the work is quite striking. It stands about 6 feet in diameter and almost 3 feet tall, and on first impression appears to be a spiral of black rope. As one moves closer to it, you realize it's composed of millions of glass beads meticulously and precisely sewn together and intricately coiled into an undulating circular pattern. Hi, thanks for talking to me today.
Hi.
So you've talked about the marathon of making in the context of your projects. Can you talk about Continuous Smile, which is in the CMA's collection, and how it fits into your larger process?
I often thought working on Continuous Smile that it's a work of art that couldn't exist in any other way than where I was. You know, that living in South Africa, working with a team of artisans isn't separate. And at a certain point, I guess it was like 2005, I sort of had this brainwave, and I sort of thought, wow, you know, here I am. I'm working in this craft métier. I work with beads, and there's cultures that work with beads that maybe that could make a difference to have that income, to do a kind of cultural exchange where I would come and show the way that I think about beads. Could that be useful? So it was really, starting point was kind of thinking, you know, how is art making useful in the real world? Does it have impact in the real world? Can it have impact in the real world? I love it when artwork unfolds for me. I love it when I encounter something that I really don't know how that existed or why it existed, but it's like a curiosity. And some people might never ask those questions. They might never sit down and watch this video, right? Or listen to us, right? And they have their own limited idea of what it was.
Maybe that's a good segue into talking about Apart Together, which, as you mentioned last we spoke, came from this place in, you know, the middle of March when things were starting to shut down, of feeling like we need to make something positive out of this. Can you talk about the inception of that project and what it is and how it's made you think about art in general beyond your own practice, and, you know, how people are interacting with art at this time?
The idea is a prompt, which is, you know, we're apart, but let's make art together. Let's do a community project. So take what you have at home. If it's scrap, you can't go out and buy anything, no shopping, and let's make a comfort blanket. This project is really kind of trying to address some of the psychic fallout from what's going on, the mental fallout, the depression, the anxiety that's hitting a lot of people really hard. And that was the first thing that I got really worried about right away, was our creative community. And what's been so cool is that people have been doing this thing and showing their work. So if you go to hashtag #aparttogether_art and just scroll and see what people are making and the things people are writing and saying, it's incredible. I hope that when we get out of our COVID caves, we're going to be able to show these things that we've made, and people will. I have invited artists who are established, who have like gallery kind of stuff, to also make these, so that we'll have, you know, unknown and known artists showing what they made during this period of time, and using the limitation of what we're experiencing to make a work of art. My initial idea of doing that, the reason that it's a comfort blanket, is I found my original comfort blanket when I was cleaning up. doing a COVID cleanup. It's like, ooh, I found a lot of stuff. So I found my comfort blanket that I've had my entire life, and I was so touched by seeing it. Well, I hope that you are feeling comfort. I hope that you are staying safe. And I'm so excited that you're going to make a blanket. Oh my God. I'm like, cannot wait. You know it. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on that one.
Yes, please do. Please keep on top of me. And I'm excited to think about it more. Well, when you said that people are using different types of materials, it made me think I really don't have any excuse to not come up with something and contribute.
Okay. And as you start, just when you post #aparttogether_art, and people will start to see it, and you'll get like strangers telling you they like it. I mean, that's what's so much fun, and then they hold your feet to the fire because they're like, well, where are you? How's it going?
Thanks for joining us today. To learn more about Continuous Smile or other objects in the CMA's collection, visit cma.org. To learn more about Liza Lou's project, visit aparttogether.com or follow the project in real time on Instagram at aparttogether_art. Thanks and see you soon.